Hello, good day viewers. Welcome back to my channel once again. So we have another problem on the board for us to look at. And this question is from Waec, June 1995, question 8. But before I commence with the solution, if it's your first time of coming across my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button now and turn on the bell notification beside it to receive any update from this channel. So let's start with the problem on the board. Now, if 16 over 9, x, 1, y are in geometric progression, find the product of x and y. Now, geometric progression is something as saying what? Exponential sequence. That's another name for geometric progression. So this is under GP. Now, how do we solve problems like this when you come across this question in your exam, especially the Waec students that are about to write their mathematics coming up next? Okay? How do we tackle problems like this? What you need to do is this. First thing is our solution, right? Now, the next thing you need to do, list all the terms in that geometric progression. So this is my first term, 16 over 9. And why did I just represent that as what? A. It is because of the formula. What's the formula for GP? The formula for GP is simply UN equals to A raised to the power of n minus 1. So if I say first term, it simply means that n equals to what? 1. So if I put 1 in this expression, I should have A raised to the power of what? 0, because 1 minus 1 is 0. And anything raised to the power of 0 is what? 1. So which means this is going to give me A times 1, which is same as what? A. That's why I got this A here. So and so on and so forth. Like this term, this is my second term. Second term will be what? AR. Do you understand? Because if I should put 2 here, 2 minus 1 will give me just AR left. So AR in this case is equals to what? X. You go again to the third term, which is AR squared is equals to what? 1. Are you following? Why the fourth time will be what? AR raised to the power of what? 3 equals to what? Y. So after listing now this number of terms or the expression for the terms, what you need to do now, you now look for a complete equation, the one that is complete. What do I mean by that? If you observe this one, this is already A equals 16 over 9. There's no R here, right? This is AR equals to S. It's not complete because we still have another unknown here. But AR squared equals to 1. This is complete because we already have A. So I can replace this value of A now into this one. If I replace value of A into this one, I will have 16 over 9 R squared equals to 1. Are you following? Cross multiply. I'm trying to manage the space, okay? So this is going to give me 16 R squared equals to what? 9. All right? So what am I supposed to do now? I'll divide what's up by what? By 16. So if I divide what's up by 16, this cancel out this. My R squared is equals to what? 9 over 16. So for me to get the value of R, I need to take the square root of what? Of both sides. So if I do that, I will have R equals to 9 over 16 into square root. And that will give us what? R equals to what? 3 over 4. So we have gotten R equals 3 over 4. Now, please be careful of something. Since I've gotten R to be 3 over 4, I can replace these two now, both A and R, into these two equations here. Okay? So let me just call this equation. Let me just label them. Let me call this equation 1, equation 2, and let me call it equation 3. You understand? Let me just label them. So if I replace both A equals 16 over 9 and R equals 3 over 4 respectively in these two equations to get the value of X and Y. So let's do that. Hey, sorry. So from this first equation, we have AR equals to what? X. So my A is 16 over 9 and my R is what? 3 over 4 equals to X. So I can say 4 here 1, 4 here what? 4. 3 here 1, 3 here 3. So my X is simply 4 over 3. I have gotten the value of X like that. Do you understand? So I will go further to replace the same value of A and R into equation 2 to get the value of what? Y. So if I do that, I will have A. What is my A? My A is 16 over 9. Times what is my R? My R is 3 over 4. But don't forget that this is having a cube. So put your cube there equals to Y. And this is going to give us what? 16 over 9 times 3 raised to the power of 3 gives us 27. And 4 raised to the power of 3 gives us 64 equals to Y. So I can divide. 16 here 1, 16 here 4. 9 here 1, 9 here 3. So the value of Y is simply equals to 3 over what? 4. So I've gotten the value of X and Y in this equation. So go back to your equation. Go back to your question again. Find the product of X and Y. That means just multiply X and Y. That is the meaning. So let me just manage this space for that to avoid cleaning this part. Let me manage this space for it. So therefore, XY, which is the product, okay, will now give us what's our x? 4 over 3 multiplied by 3 over what? 4. This cancel out, this cancel out. What do you have left? 1. That's all. So the option here is option what? C. That's how to solve problems like this. So list out the number of terms, then list them out like this. Look for the one that is complete. Then you solve that one and replace to get both the value of what? X and Y. This is how you solve problems like this. So you should not be afraid. You should not be scared of problems in exam. There's nothing, absolutely nothing is difficult in mathematics. Let me just say generally in this world that doesn't have solution. See you guys in next class. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to your colleagues. I'll see you guys in next one. Bye for now.